I'm thankful to have you here on this Thursday. A lot of news to get through before we leave you for this evening and leading into tomorrow evening. That sound, which is quite common anymore, just across the studio here, is the large format printer. Right now, this is as good of a reminder as I could have had, printing our new Miss McGoffin, Kennedy Conley's parade banners for, I think it's this upcoming weekend that she'll be going through representing us as Miss McGoffin. And in that theme, tomorrow night I'll have coverage for you of the Miss McGoffin pageant pretty much in its entirety. That will be our special presentation for you on tomorrow. But a lot of news to get to tonight, a lot of top stories. So much happening on our community calendar. It's pretty much a big news item itself. A lot of very important things there that we'll go through in just a few moments. Right now, first and most importantly, before I go any further, tomorrow morning is going to be a fun day at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. There's a quite famous group of Floyd County dancers, a dance team called the Swinging Sensations, and they're stopping by McGoffin County in the morning at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. This is going to be at 10 o'clock. Marlene says everyone should realize just how much fun you can have starting at 60. They are a wonderful group, and they'll be performing tomorrow morning starting at 10 at our McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. To all those 60 and above, to anyone wanting to just stop by, I'm sure they would love to have you and love to see this group performing. Swinging Sensations tomorrow morning at 10 at our McGoffin Senior Citizen Center. It's that time of year again. McGoffin County students, those from Johnson County and others have been a part of it since it's been around, and U.S. Representative Hal Rogers is again announcing the kickoff of the 2024 Congressional App Challenge for middle and high school students, the challenge that provides a national spotlight for Eastern Kentucky students who are learning to write code and design their own mobile apps. Students from Belfry won the last 2 years in a row. Last year, Belfry seniors Natalie Fight and Reese Varney designed an app called Connect. Its purpose was to help students with mental health needs. Their winning app combined creativity, community information, and mental health resources to actively help local students. Every entry requires a student video tutorial of the app along with a demonstration of how it was created and how it works. Students may compete as individuals or in teams of up to 4. A panel of judges from the region will select the winning application from Kentucky's 5th Congressional District to be featured in Washington, D.C., yes, D.C., during the annual House of Code Festival. Congressman Rogers has teamed up with the SOAR organization for this year's challenge to promote STEM education and computer science in Kentucky's Appalachian region. Students who participate in the Congressional App Challenge also are invited to display their work at the 2024 SOAR Summit in October in Pikeville before the winning app is selected. How do you participate? Well, I'm sure your schools very well know, but just to let everyone know and to encourage your students, they can register at congressionalappchallenge.us. The deadline to do so is October the 24th. It's always amazing to see what these young people are able to do. That just baffles me in their creativity and their understanding of writing code and building apps. Look forward to seeing what those around the Eastern Kentucky and viewing area put together. In our first headline tonight, an indictment warrant was executed over the holiday weekend. A McGoffin County man actually picked up in Morgan County a joint arrest after the investigation of drug-related charges began by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, who, along with the Morgan County Sheriff's Department, arrested 36-year-old William Shepard. Late Saturday night, the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department was assisted by the Morgan County Sheriff's Department on Highway 191 in Morgan County. It was there that officers had noted that 36-year-old Mitchell William Shepard saw the authorities pulling up and fled on foot out the back door of the home. After a brief chase and some requests, he complied with an order to stop. He was searched by police. They discovered about 14 grams of methamphetamine, a number of gabapentin pills, a couple of syringes with a liquid substance in them, believed to be meth, also a glass vial and another liquid substance therein. And the property owner of the home actually as well gave authorities permission to search the residence. And that was inside where they found his backpack with his name attached to it. Inside were digital scales, 2 different sets, other drug paraphernalia as well, and items for the use of resale of drugs. Shepard was arrested on the original McGoffin County indictment warrant for possession of a controlled substance, possession of controlled substance in the first degree, 2 counts, one for meth, another for the unspecified drug, tampering with physical evidence, operating a vehicle with an expired operator's license, and possession of heroin. He was also charged with new charges: trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree of meth, for the meth found on him being a persistent felony offender, and fleeing or evading police in the first degree. He's still lodged in the Big Sandy jail on the indictment and new charges. In other courthouse notes and drug-related arrests here in McGoffin County, a Louisville woman sits jailed in the Big Sandy at this time, arrested in Louisville, brought back to McGoffin, and specifically Johnson County Jail at this time, after being indicted here in McGoffin County more than a year ago. Well, more than a year ago, Amanda Artomasol was one of 2 people inside a vehicle that was stopped by police here in McGoffin County. State police set up a traffic safety checkpoint on the Mountain Parkway, and a car was stopped at the nearby exit or location. An officer actually gave pursuit to the car as it tried to make a turn in a driveway, and what they believed was elude police. The officer got out of the car to make an attempt to stop the driver. The vehicle swerved, nearly struck the trooper, and another trooper actually pulled up in his vehicle and blocked the car from taking off. Inside was the driver, 30-year-old Gardner Webb, but a passenger, this 26-year-old woman from Indiana, was in the car, and she admitted to jerking the wheel over, to causing the car to nearly strike the officer, and she also claimed that all the drugs and paraphernalia that were found were hers. The 27-year-old Indiana woman was arrested, later released, and after being subsequently indicted by the McGoffin County Grand Jury, has not been located by authorities until now. She was picked up by Louisville police and then brought back here to McGoffin County for trafficking, possession, tampering, wanton endangerment in the first degree of a police officer, and possession of marijuana. And it perhaps wasn't the best thing to do, but he tried it anyway. Paintsville police arrested a man with a Georgetown address after he was stopped on a bicycle over the past couple of days, around 2 o'clock in the morning. This actually goes back to late last week. In an effort to try to elude authorities, he actually made a false phone call. Literally, as police were trying to determine who 31-year-old James Blevins of Georgetown was, because he claimed he didn't know his date of birth, his social security number, any identifying information. When police stepped away to try to determine who he was, I guess he used a cell phone and called 911, reporting that shots had been fired across the other side of Paintsville, trying to get authorities to leave his location and no longer be of interest in his situation. However, it didn't work, and the 31-year-old Georgetown man was arrested and charged with filing a false report hindering prosecution or apprehension in the second degree, and was lodged in the Big Sandy. This after he and another man were stopped around 2 o'clock on Friday morning by police, and then being questioned, and then trying to draw officers' attention elsewhere. Today's Team Kentucky update by Governor Beshear had a McGoffin County connection and representative, and I'll have that for you next. Thanks to you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug. Pennies, and I mean pennies on the dollar in Paintsville. New items every week at Outlaw Bargain Pallet Store. Household goods, tools, toys, makeup, home decor, and so much more. And they're right by Outlaw Thrift and Consignment, the area's biggest and best consignment, full of new, nearly new, and gently loved kids and adult clothing, name brands, new styles, and most everything in the store is only $2. Shop and save it both on Main Street in Paintsville. The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in McGoffin County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Get ready for an experience like no other. Artrageous is coming to the Mountain Arts Center on Thursday, September 26, 2024. Artrageous isn't just a show, it's a celebration of art, music, and creativity. Born from the ashes of a burnt theater, this troupe of misfit artists, singers, dancers, and musicians has taken the world by storm. Be a part of the experience. Be Artrageous. Get your tickets now.
Summer is wrapping up, and that means back to school, football games, fall, and all the wonderful things that go with it. And the seasonal shop has got a large selection of McGoffin and UK merchandise ready to go. Beautiful jewelry and accessories to complement all of your outfits. And for the teachers, a full line of spa and pampering products that are perfect to help relieve a little stress after some long days. Fragrance lines to help maybe any classroom or dorm room feel more like home. And as always, a beautiful selection of home decor. If you haven't been in lately, very lately, stop in and get a preview of some of their fall and Christmas colors and styles. And remember, local delivery and layaway at the seasonal shop. As I said going into the break, today's Team Kentucky update with Governor Andy Beshear had a McGoffin County connection and representative. I'm going to put that on pause just for a few seconds because I've got a great deal to get through on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. A lot of very big and a lot of important things to pass along to you. Some of them which I suspect will become news stories as well. Before we can get to those, however, it's happy birthday. Danny G, that's Danny Gasparic. Love a lot of family and friends who wanted to wish you the very happiest of birthdays. Happy birthday to Danny Gasparic. Happy birthday to you. And that's only one of two tonight. I've got another birthday. It says happy belated birthday, Anna. And that is, with a little drum roll there, Hannah Carpenter, the happiest of birthdays to you, celebrating her 39th this past September the 4th, just a couple of days ago. Loved greatly by her parents, Hanson and Michael Brown, a host of family and friends. Happy birthday, Anna. Happy birthday to you. Now, here's a big calendar for you. The McGoffin County Special Olympics is going to be part of hosting the next wrestling event coming to McGoffin County. Speakeasy, bringing wrestling to McGoffin County, the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center this Saturday. That's day after tomorrow. And the McGoffin County Special Olympics is in charge of concessions and will benefit from those proceeds. Snacks, great pizza from Johnny B's donated, I think, as well. So be sure to stop by the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center this Saturday. Doors open at 5:30. The bell will start at 6. Bell time, first bell is at 6 rather. Tickets are just $10. And remember, it helps our Special Olympics organization. That's a great evening of wrestling. Can't beat that. The benefit ride and auction for Teddy Cantrell is this Sunday. They'll be there at 11 to register. Kickstands will be up at 1. This ride is in an effort to help support Cantrell and his family. He, of course, was diagnosed with liver cancer. Other serious health issues over the past couple of years. They're going to join at the Ramey Park this Sunday. The motorcycle ride led by the Widow's Sons. Teddy is their chaplain. They'll register at 11. Kickstands up, as I said, at 1 o'clock. It's $30 per rider. That includes a free meal, and they're going to have an auction at 3 with a lot of great items to bid on when they get back to the Ramey Park. Everyone come out and support one of our own if you can. McGoffin County Health Department has another Save a Life Road Show coming up on the 9th. That is this coming Monday. They've got free Narcan with training and education to help identify an opioid overdose. This is a life-saving service and the life-saving drug that you need to do it. They've got free HIV and HCV testing, $20 gift cards. Fentanyl test strips, peer support, treatment, and recovery. This is at the Health Department this Monday, 11 till 3 with free hot dogs. Save a Life Roadshow, free Narcan, how to use it, all the training, and a lot of great things to go along with it this coming Monday. And coming up on Friday the 13th, not this Friday, not tomorrow, but a week from, the Sagersville First Baptist Church is having a blood drive. Blood donations are about 25% off their usually already low mark right now. This is vitally important. Go to kybloodcenter.org or 800-775-2522 to register. I've got time to remind you about that one next week, and I plan on doing so. A fall equine clinic is coming up Saturday the 14th. This is going to be from 9 till noon. Coggins, vaccines, pregnancy checks, rabies shots, and everything for your dogs and cats. You can even drive through your animals. How cool is that? Yes, it's going to be at Creekside over on Bear Branch. And that is going to be, again, Saturday, 9 till noon. Not this Saturday, but the next. Of course, conducted by the West Liberty Veterinary Clinic. And all Coggins and health certificates will be back before the Knott County Fall Trail Ride. And also coming up on the 14th, the Big Horse Show by the Hillbilly Christmas in July Bunch. This is a big one. Their second annual. Their first was huge. They hope you're there. Starts at 6. All sorts of great classes. And it's going to be at the Horse Park here in Magoffin County. Great payouts, great classes, great concessions, food, and fun. And the Hillbillies are going to be there raising money, of course, for their Christmas in July event. And they're starting it off here in Magoffin County with this horse show a week from tomorrow. Time to remind you, and I will before then. And I always like to take just a second to remind you, announcements like these on the program are as simple as getting them to me any way you can.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
East Kentucky's premier entertainment venue is here. Pick your game at Outlaw Axe Country in Paintsville. Axe throwing, bull riding, cornhole, billiards, a full arcade, inflatables, and more. And don't forget to cash out with prizes and mine for gems before you go. Open 7 days a week and built for fun for 1 to 100. That's Outlaw Axe Country on Broadway in Paintsville. And snack on one of your favorites, Carnival Cravings, while you're there. Call for more or to book a party at 372-4FUN. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. In his Team Kentucky update today, Governor Beshear was touting over 1,000 new and expansion projects, some $32 billion in private sector investment, and some 55,000 jobs created as he has been governor, since he has been governor. And he also, as well, reminded small businesses like this one about the employee tax credit, which is still available. Now, this is a tax credit, that is worth up to $3,500 per employee that qualifies up to a $25,000 cap. There are a few stipulations. I do want to stress, however, this is also one that I was able to get for the $3,500 for this tax year as a result of meeting those qualifications.
I want to highlight the Kentucky Small Business Tax Credit, which is providing support for companies across the Commonwealth. We sent out a reminder that eligible companies can still apply for a tax credit up to $25,000 through the program. It is available for most. It is available to most for-profit businesses with 50 or fewer full-time employees, including construction, manufacturing, retail, service, and wholesale companies. So if you own a business and you've created and maintained at least one new position over the past 2 years and invested in new equipment, there's a good chance that you are eligible for this program. The time to act is now. If you apply by November 1st, we can guarantee your application will be fully reviewed for 2024 tax credit eligibility.
And today's update also included a local connection, Magoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman, there for the formal announcement of over $1.2 million in funding to get water to unserved parts of Magoffin County.
The last project we are highlighting today is in Magoffin County. Magoffin County is extending water lines to connect 62 homes to public water for the very first time. Access to clean drinking water is a basic human right, and I have been in folks' kitchen when they turn on that tap, and for the first time, reliable drinking water comes out of the faucet. It's something so many of us take for granted, but every time we can provide that to a new home and a new family, it is something really special that's living out our Kentucky values and certainly our faith. This project is receiving $1.25 million, and it also received over $1 million from Kentucky's Cleaner Water Program. And this project received over $200,000 from the state's grant program. This shows what we can do together. Through 3 separate state-run programs, we're bringing clean water to 62 homes to Kentuckians who need it. That's the legislature, the governor's office, and certainly our county judge from Magoffin County, Judge Executive Matt Wireman. Judge, I know you've been working on this project for a while. Congratulations. Here's the latest piece of it. Thank you. You're welcome. I'd like to say a few words about the project.
First of all, I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to you, to the DLG, to the legislature, to our state representative, John Blanton. This has been a marathon. This money is the final piece of a $2.5 million project that I've been working on for over 5 years. The folks in the far southern end of our county and the far northwest end of our county along the state routes didn't have access to water. I've seen the videos that they send me. I've been to their homes and seen the water coming out of the tap, just as the governor spoke about. I've lived that as a child, but was fortunate enough to be close enough to have water ran during my teenage years. I've seen that sulfur water come out. This is going to help make life a little bit better and the quality of life a little bit better for those folks in those far-reaching communities in my county. We've still got a long ways to go. This has been a marathon. We've got to get the water lines in the ground and got to get it to the folks. And hopefully this time next year, they will be experiencing what most of our counties are already experiencing. We still have folks that won't have water because they live so far up hollows that we can't get to them. But we're looking and trying to work towards solutions to make that happen. And I'm sure with the commitment that our governor has and the legislature of providing the money, that we're going to make those things happen too. Again, thank you, Governor, for your continued support of rural Kentucky and representing us well on the national stage. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge.
Now, if that sounds familiar, it should. I've been covering this with Judge Executive Matt Wireman now for a number of months. It was actually back in March that the county first received word that they were getting the over $1 million. Then later on in July, they got word that they were receiving the matching funds and didn't have to come up with those. The formal announcement of all of that was today. As for the project, most importantly, well, Judge Wireman tells me today on his return from Frankfort, during which that the design phase is almost completed. and that he is hopeful that this project will be out to bid very soon, if not almost immediately. And that, of course, means that water will be going to those unserved parts of McGoffin County very, very soon. And we look forward to seeing that become a reality. Are you looking forward to a little taste of fall? Well, indeed, if you are, I've got a forecast for you. We've got a fall cold front rolling through. There are a few showers attached to it, but nonetheless, some beautiful days ahead. First up, a look at a little current data. I topped out at 92 today here in downtown Tigersville. We are at 87 right now and falling. Feels like 87 because our humidity is at 35%, dew point's at 58 degrees, so no factors there to worry about. Wind, we had a mile-an-hour blow right then, 0 just a moment ago. Biggest today was 8, so air has been pretty still out there today. Sunrise at 7:07 and sunset at 7:56. Watching those two get closer to being the same all the time, and I just do not like it. I love the fall weather. Do not like the. I know I complain about that a lot, don't I? Days getting shorter. Okay, sorry. I'll try to do better. We have fall coming up. We've got a big cold front coming through. It's not going to be a big weather maker as far as rain or storms are concerned, but it's going to change things up. A lot of folks are going to like it. Mostly clear out there tonight and 62 tomorrow. I don't know how many of those days we've got left, but you'll want to start counting them because we've got mostly sunny in the mid-80s for your Friday. Not a lot of that left. We'll have a few here and there, but certainly not as consistent. As you can see by our forecast, that front rolls through tomorrow night. It's beautiful tomorrow and clear and sunny. A slight chance of showers before, say, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. High school football, a little dicey for some folks. McGoffin County on the road tomorrow night, by the way. Nevertheless, we have a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. New rainfall estimates, less than 1/10 of an inch for this system and this front. It's not, again, making a lot of rain unless you get under a good downpour or thunderstorm, and that could happen. I'm just saying, by and large, as a general statement. Here's making a statement for you for the weekend. 70, we'll struggle to see 70 degrees, I think, on your Saturday. It's going to be cloudy early, but I think it will be clearing pretty soon thereafter. We'll see some sunshine and 70 degrees for your Saturday. Clear skies late that night, and pretty much ditto with the mid to upper 40s for nighttime lows for the weekends. For the weekend, we will see on your Sunday 71 for your daytime high, sunny, 48 that night. It's a slow climb there as we start off next week. We'll still be in the 70s, though, for your Monday. 77, still hanging on to the 40s for nighttime lows, but sunny and clear. And check out that pattern. Yeah, the 80s make a return. I told you, we've got a few more. I just don't know how many more. It's that time of year when you have to start kind of numbering them and then squeezing what you can out of them. It will be changed before you know it. Tuesday, 82. Wednesday, 85. Thursday, we might back off just a bit and hit the 83-degree mark or so, but definitely a dry, sunny, beautiful pattern therein that has temperatures ranging from 70 to 85. A 15-degree swing in your forecast, counting tomorrow all the way through Wednesday and maybe even Thursday of next week. Beautiful. Beautiful and no complaints. That's it. Miss McGoffin pageant coverage tomorrow night. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.